Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome back. We're here for the last round of the John Daly Cocktail Open. These last two rounds, round 3 and round 4, are taking place with the Season 2 edition of the game. So whatever changes that has brought are now starting to get incorporated in here. As always, if you wouldn't mind liking or subscribing and considering that, I'd greatly appreciate that. Go to the full course settings, blue tees, 4th pin, looks like medium wind. Oh, I like the default now tells you what the default is. Okay, so that is what happened when it said wind speed was dynamic or whatever, or direction. So, okay, firm, medium, fast. So that is a nice change. I like that, because otherwise it's like you're trying to remember what you had and so forth. So I did change my player card. Right now it appears it lets you change the color. That's it. So I've got a purple one instead of the ugly 2K25, classic one that had all of 2K25 in there. I want an orange one, but there isn't such a thing. There's a yellow one, and I don't know. The yellow, it didn't stick with me. Purple seemed better, so we're going with a purple player card. I'm guessing that also changes up there where my name is. So, interesting. We'll see, but it makes it look like there's images and things you can get, so I don't know if you unlock them or you win them or what ends up happening. Oh, that was awful. So, do remember we did evolve all our clubs to ruby, so all our fittings are gone. So that's not going to help things. But we're also going to have the situation where it's not like we're in the running for something. So playing worse for a while, I don't know that it's really ultimately going to matter. All right, not a bad result for that. Yeah, definitely the fittings will be missed because yes, my zones are much smaller in several places, the forgiveness zones. So I definitely we'll see how that all plays out. So, but I had perfect and perfect there. So it's still possible. It's just obviously more difficult. Let's see. Wrong way. It's going to the left. We're going to end up in the bunker. Other than that, it wasn't too bad, but yeah, not so good. All right, we're up. Oh, it didn't. I was hoping it would hit the green and kind of just move a bit, but did not. Very quick, because we just need to flop it out there. And now we get our bogey. So, not great. So I was 6 over in the 3rd round, which tied my score in the 1st round. Maybe a little too far to the right. Yep. I was worried we'd be rolling down, and we are. Alright, so we need to go to the approach and just try to get up there, I guess. Alright, at least we got up there. So not bad at all. They did change something with partial swings, so we're going to have to see how that all plays a little bit. Just need to get to the hill and then let the hill do the hill's thing, because otherwise I couldn't even begin to tell you what might have happened there. Alright, that missed, but that was a long putt, so not surprising. Sorry. A little bit of tickle in my throat. Hopefully it won't be too bad. But yeah, instead of being a 289, we're at 281, so that's where the fittings kind of drop things back. Now again, we're going to be able, when we can apply to fittings, we're going to obviously be able to get more points, but I kind of don't want to apply them until the amethyst, because otherwise we have a problem. So it could be a bit before we get ourselves tweaked out. So we'll see how everything works. So let me go up a couple. It's oh my god. Like, it's probably way too far. It's not super... Oh, come on. I don't understand. I really don't like... the physics of the game in that aspect, where it basically, the ball is done, and then it suddenly just goes. I think that is just nuts. So, obviously, that would be harder to change. But yeah, I don't like that aspect of it. So yeah, we're probably going to be really bad for a while. It's going to get even worse, I guess, because we've lost some of the benefits we've had, but there's no other way to do it. Like, when you evolve the club, I mean, I can, but it's going to cost me. I would have to basically chew up fittings, and fittings I may have, but I don't know that I want to go ahead and do that. All right, we're going to go over this way. Because either way, like, I may need them later, and then I'm going to lament it, you know, a year from now or something. So yes, there is a bit of scarcity. And we'll just have to see how quickly the clubs evolve, because I think it's going to take forever. Because I think it also, you know, works that into the mix a bit. Yeah, I figured it was going to cut over very, very quickly, and it did. But we got in the hole. So I guess we'll get used to it, but once again, we weren't competitive yet. I mean, we just were not there. So it's not like I'm suddenly stepping back from, oh gee, I was right on the cusp of a tour card, and now I'm not. No, we're not. We're not doing that at all. I'm gonna back this off. Ooh, too far to the right again. Let's go with our favorite Pixter. Nice, nice, nice. All right. You're awful. Oh, thank goodness. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna roll by, but it didn't. We got a birdie. So I'm still possible. It's still possible for me to get a birdie without fittings. But I do want people to be aware, because, you know, I think people have made the comment like, oh, you must have done some weird with your fittings. You're not doing what other people are doing. The fittings don't honestly affect things that much. I had my max fittings, and most of them, I think, were on power. A lot of them were on power on my driver. I don't know, maybe I spread them around a little bit. I gained 8 yards on 281 yards. So in essence, it's like a 2%, you know, between 2 and 3% increase in distance. So, and I get that now it'll be like +5 instead of +2 or whatever it was. So there is that. You so we'll look at the settings. I'll certainly look at them as I go through, and I may change my choices, but I'm not sure I will that much, honestly. All right. I knew I'd be short because it was uphill and all that. It's not going to move over at all. Partially because my swing was hideous. Oh, almost bit me again, but yeah, it's probably going to be rough. So I may end up playing a lot more of the career series just to get things going, and again, that'll just get a bunch of career episodes in. So I'll have to see. But I've got something in Tower Simulator that has caught my attention and is chewing up a lot of my time too. So it's that, not enough time to sim, not enough hours in the day. So we'll have to see what I do and how fast I advance, because I'm not going to go nuts and then just not enjoy what I'm doing. Because, again, to make them useful, I need to edit them, and there's a lot of work. So if I suddenly have like 50 rounds like I did, where I played a lot of things offline in the beginning to get my character up to 100, things aren't going to be that good. But I may do that. I may do things offline just to earn things and just do rank matchmaking, maybe stay out of the career. I'll see. So I may take that same route and get myself up to Amethyst and see what happens. Oh. And that's where, again, I was doing the super speed golf. I mean, people will say I think the way I play is pretty quick anyway. But yeah, it was even crazier when I was just going, because the scores don't really matter that much when you're just trying to level up and get there. So, and it's like, if you can get there better, ooh, I was uphill. I thought for sure that would be good, but clearly it was not. All right, nice dead drop there. Get a par. So yeah, so that's going to be the challenge, is just kind of getting up and at them. But we'll get this one in. But, we're getting ready to physically move. That's taking up time in real life and so forth. Just kind of tidying things up, everything, getting organized, this, that, and the other. So, all right, 10 yards. That'll work. All right, pretty straight. All right, not bad. I'd say that was a good approach, but this is going to be rough. It still moved, and it was uphill, so I knew I hit it weakly, but I was hoping I had enough. I did not. All right. We've at least kind of stayed at 25 over, so that's good. I am struggling with that position, I'll tell you there. Not bad. It's kind of what I wanted, just a partial to get me close. But yeah, I think that was a par 3, so no birdie for me. But yeah, if I can swing decently, I can still perform decently. And that's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. It's just executing consistently each time. Ooh, again, hit the wall. It's over. Is it? Ah, awful. It was right there. I really thought it might go. Okay. My favorite noduled fairway. Ooh, we're going to be on the left side of that, I bet. Oh, no, we're not. But of course, you just get dumped off because that's the way that thing is designed. It is perfectly awful. And of course, way over to the right, because that's just how I roll. Okay. Hitting a partial again. Alright, maybe we stay on the green. Yeah, we do, but it's a long, long way. Long, long way to Tipperary. Let's see. Nope. Did not line up. I think it probably would have been going too fast anyway. Probably would have hopped the hole. But yeah, this it's a tough week. You know, and it's the reality of this. I mean, we're all going to go through this. It's just a matter of, you know, how quickly can people play through. So my hope is maybe before I move, I can get everything kind of back where I have fittings on and all that. If I can do that... What the heck? Alright. Yeah, if I could do that, that would be a good result. Ah, I didn't move my thing. I bet it wasn't all the way up. Stupid me. That was a chip, not a flop. But it worked out okay. And now I'm just not paying attention. So... And the dailies will help because, yeah, we've determined we need more money. Because I'm going to need probably at least 7,500 VC to get the Evo tools to get my clubs to Amethyst. So that is all going to add up. Let's see. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Not planned, but not bad. Ooh. Ah. I knew it was going to move a bit, but the 18th hole, I'm sure, is going to have a pin position that is going to just drive me crazy. Kind of like this one. I mean, it's in the middle of that undulation there. So I had a pretty good run of pars, but then, yeah, the last two holes, again, really ate me up. Yeah, you point away. Alright, we're just going to get up here. Because, again, we're coming out of the grass. Alright, 173, not bad, honestly. Not bad. Headwind. I'm going to go the full way, I think. Because I bet I'm going to be a little bit weak. Alright, well, it stayed on. Yay for me. Oh, I think I've putted from here before. This looks vaguely familiar. Up, just barely up. Go on down. Alright. Kind of as good as I could have gotten from there. Alright, down to the last couple holes. Let's see if we can keep 18 from killing us. That would be awesome. So yeah, I have even less chance of getting to the green where I'm at here. I don't even see, where is the hole? Okay. And are we going to bounce on? We are. All right. I do enjoy that. All right. Got a birdie. So 2 birdies for the round. Definitely not great, but it's always good to get some. All right, and again, the green is the awfulness here. All right, now we went like almost too far left, but all right, short of the bunker. I knew it would not get there. It got a heck of a lot closer than I guess I thought. The wind is probably enough to pull me up. Maybe this will be good. Oh, so close. My goodness, if it had just been able to stay. All right. Well, we definitely need the super flop of the century. Totally not at the hole. All right, it did stop. It almost rolled back down the hill. And we're not going to go in. But it's better than the triple bogey that I ended with last time. So, 8 over. So I think I literally did the same. I think I did 6-8, 6-8. So, 28 over. So, probably got to tier 2. We did. So that will unlock something in theory, although, let's see. Well, we moved a good amount, so. Okay, so what's this new hobby thing? I see. So I can customize your HUD and for casual, not applicable in my career. Okay, so interesting. Player cards. Okay, so that is a player card piece. So that's where we're going to get some of those, so we'll see. So yeah, the real question is, am I going to apply things to the club? I'm not going to evolve my ball. I don't need to do that, because then I throw those 5 fittings away, and across the 5 club types, I mean, that's 25 fittings that I'm just throwing into the trash when I go to Amethyst, because it's not like I'm going to hang out at, you know, at the Ruby level. I mean, unless it gets insane and it's like 5 Evo tools or something to get to Amethyst. But they're definitely making this challenging, and I'm not a fan of pay for play. I will be upfront with that. I invested in the legend thing to get some things. But I'm not looking to be tossing more money at this just to do well. So if I can't do well, I can't do well. We'll just enjoy things at the level I can play, but we'll see how things go. But this wraps up week 32 of TGC Tours, and I will see you next time.